Now we're talking about the textures and tastes of traditional Korean food. Anthony Everett shares a restaurant whose title tells you exactly what's on the plate.
While most locals in search of Korean barbecue are fine with spicy fried chicken wings, in South Korea, the menu looks more like what we find at Boston's Gapcheong Story. So, Grace, maybe first, tell me what the name means exactly.
Well, gopchang means small intestine, so we have like large intestine, tripe, small intestine.
Grace Yuke is a recent Boston University grad who has worked here since just after the location opened in 2022 near the heart of BU's campus. So when people come in, do they sometimes look at the menu and go, wait, what exactly is this that we're ordering?
The name intestines is very overwhelming, and I just recommend it. I'm like, don't worry, it's good. Like, it might sound overwhelming, but it's one of our traditional food. And then they actually really enjoy it when I cook it for them.
The New Jersey native says Gapcheong Story and similar restaurants are as common in South Korea as pizza parlors are in the States. Coincidentally, my first course is a very pizza-looking seafood pancake. It tastes like about as healthy of a pizza as you could possibly have. It's delicious. With appetizers finished, it's time to move on to the main course, which Grace prepares tableside as she would for any guest. Wow. Smells really good.
And for the beef part, you can have one chive on top of it and then dip it in the sauce.
Oh.
Very tender.
It's super tender. And there's a richness to it that's good too. And this is beef heart, even though I would say it just tastes like beef.
Yes,
Yeah.
the warm-up stage. So the circular fat ones are the large intestine. Very interesting texture.
Oh, chewy.
And then our last one is the
Still chewing. Okay.
small intestine. Less greasy than the large intestine.
And a totally different flavor.
Yes.
I like that. Round of applause. Round of applause. That was spectacular.
Yeah, welcome to Gopchang Story.
And joining us now is Colette Phillips, President and CEO of Colette Phillips Communications, founder and president of Get Connected. Once again, on the 2025 Best of Boston list for the 5th year in a row. Congratulations. As the best social connector. And if you weren't busy enough, Colette, you launched A Taste of Ethnic Boston 12 years ago. Yeah. And it's just rolling along. Colette, you know, you've described the contribution of Boston's ethnic restaurants as part of Greater Boston's evolving identity. Elaborate on that, if you will.
Well, Boston speaks 140 different languages. 2 in 4 Bostonians describe themselves as culturally diverse, and 1 in 4 is a foreign-born. And we attract people from all over the world for technology, for academia, for so many things. And all of these cuisines are really emerging and making Boston an international, global, I would say, gastronomic center. Mega. You know,
yes, and it adds to the richness of the city.
Absolutely.
So you've organized Tastes of Ethnic Boston for over a decade.
Yes.
Given the political climate that we're in, has there been any hesitation from establishments that have been invited to participate, or have any of the restaurants been impacted by immigration and customs?
Yes, unfortunately, one of our regulars, Suya Joint, their chef was taken into a deportation center, and they now have a GoFundMe
yes,
page.
in fact, we talked about that in the first segment, and it's just very scary.
It is scary because if you think about it, in this particular industry, 70% of the people in the hospitality, tourism, and culinary industry are immigrants, and most of them are people of color. You have a home on the Vineyard, you have Nantucket, you have the Cape, you have the Berkshires. Many of the people who work in those industries
Yes.
are what we call seasonal workers.
Yes.
So they come from the Caribbean from May 31st, Memorial Day, until Labor Day. So they are part of the fabric of our workforce.
Yes, yes,
So it's very important, and I'm very distressed about that.
Now, you are, tell us if you would, about some of the highlights of this year's Taste of Ethnic Boston event. Are there any newcomers?
Yes, we have like 5 new Latino restaurants from East Boston, from Lawrence, from Lowell, and of course, one of the favorite is Merengue, which is a founding restaurant of the Taste of Ethnic Boston. And we have one is called Caribbean Vibes. He's a caterer, and I met him at an event and said, you should be participating in a Taste of Ethnic Boston. So he's going to be there.
It's always such a great night, and the food is always so good.
And we have great music. We have a young Naji Janie, who is a big up-and-coming musician, and of course, the steel panist, Justin Petty, is going to be there. So it's going to be great.
It's going to be a great night. Okay, Colette, thanks for coming to talk to us about it. The 11th annual A Taste of Ethnic Boston is on Tuesday, July 29th at the Grand Boston in the Seaport, and tickets are still available.